What's going on, Micro Militia? Micro here, and today we are jumping into some more Sleep Token. I'm actually really excited because it's been a while since I've actually listened to some Sleep Token. It's been about maybe close to a week since I've listened to any Sleep Token, kind of, you know, recorded things in batch and whatnot. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. Today we have Like That. So no, I don't even really like to try and guess anymore what we're in store for. I just know we're in store for amazing music and some, you know, depressing lyrics. All right, yeah, so what does Vessel have in store for us? Well, Vessel and 2, what do they have in store for us? There's only one way to find out. But before we do that, guys, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave the hot thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you think I so deserve it. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay. 3644 meters. 334. Another car slapper. Ooh, that bass line goes hard. Interesting. Ooh, okay. I really like this. I like that. All right, I'm really liking this feel. And again, we have that the strong 808 bass is the bass of the song. So again, it's going to be another one in the car where it's going to rattle everything. But I'm really liking that vibe. We're kind of sticking with that Middle Eastern Sahara type sand dune desert feel too with the melody. It's kind of in that same vein. And then the drums came in. Ooh, and I'm not going to lie, I was expecting like a really hard rock drop where 2 was just going to come in with some crazy cymbal work and, you know, do the whole rock thing. But no, it's kind of, it's a little bit of that, but it has a lot more like Latin flavor almost. Very acoustic. Instead of hitting the snare drum, he's doing a cross stick on the snare. So that's really cool. It's a very vibey song, very vibey. Because again, I was expecting that hard rock feel where you were gonna kind of do that sort of thing. But no, it kept it more grounded. And now we're in like a real nice just groove, like a tone down. It's not quite that heavy. So I like that. I like that a lot. And again, there when he's doing his thing, we're sort of getting that chant in the back too. That's a really heavy theme I've noticed in this album, that it's always kind of like a chant in the back going on, and then the main melody. That's kind of a thing. It's been in like almost every song on this album so far. It's like a background thinking, forward thinking, and then they switch, and then they come back, and you know, it's that sort of thing. So it's the flipping of the mind, that sort of duality of the mind still coming in there. The two forces, you know, interacting with each other. That same type of thing that we've been getting, we're getting here too. And the synth keeping that melody too, that melodic line going, it was a really nice touch. Gives it more of like a hip hop type vibe to it. So I'm liking it so far. I'm definitely liking it so far. Let's continue. That guitar is so brutal. That was beautiful. Okay, sorry to pause so soon, but that part was very beautiful. What I really liked about that was, okay, again, he's doing that what I refer to as that Middle Eastern sand dune type feel. He did a run on that scale while the drums were kind of doing something crazy that matched that. Like, it was just such a good pairing between the drums and the vocalist, which is kind of odd if you think about it. Obviously, this whole band's thing is 2 and 1. They're the two writers of the music, or they're the two, composers, whatever you want to call it. They're the two entities in the band. But it's not very often you say, oh, I think the drummer really complimented the vocalist on that song. That's not something people say. Just kind of try and hear that, what I'm trying to say. This when he's doing that run on that Middle Eastern chord thing there, just pay attention to that in tandem with what's going on in the drums. It just fits so well. There, right there. Ooh. There's that rock drop that I was expecting. Go crazy on that hi-hat. Yeah, okay. I like that song. I fuck with that song heavy. Yeah, I really enjoyed the journey of that song. So we started off again with the really heavy 808 bass as the bass of the song. That was the potatoes, that was the filler, and it was giving us that rattle, like I said, like it was going to be a car song. But then, of course, in classic Sleep Token fashion, it did not finish that way in the slightest. We never even, once we left that realm, we didn't even return back to it. That 808 kind of bass was replaced with brutal guitars, which is like super brutal. I'm talking heavy distortion, drop whatever on the guitar, drop C. I don't even know what the difference is between like drop C and D. I just know that drop C is more brutal than drop D. That's about the crux of what I know. But yeah, so to kind of like simulate or emulate sort of in a way that 808 bass that we were getting when we switched the sections, it switched to just brutal guitars, replacing that, because they kind of served as like a similar purpose. They were just keeping, they were playing the chords in the background and switching the chords, but it was just super low, kind of like bass. It wasn't bass, but it was just super crunchy. And then, oh my goodness, both 2 and Vessel in this one, they kind of both went off. This was actually a masterclass of both drums and vocals. The vocals were just so pretty, and we had like even towards the end here, we had this like sort of whisper scream in the background. Not a scream, but it was like a really deep whisper, kind of like an ominous, kind of like symbolizing something ominous, some evil force or something like that, going along with these angelic vocal lines, like unbelievable. This was actually, I enjoyed this quite a bit. All right, so yeah, again, just a great musical performance by this band, like unbelievable. All right, so jumping into the lyrics here, just starting from the top. So trapped under the surface of your words, there is a new intention, new whispers that once could not be heard, catching your intention, not attention, like I would assume. So that there's a new evil. So like there's something else you're trying to get me to do under like what you're like asking. Now you're kind of changing the manipulation. New whispers that once could not be heard, catching your intention. Catching your intention, not attention. So it's like catching what you intend to do. So your intentions have changed, essentially. That's essentially what that's saying, right? New whispers that once could not be heard, catching your intentions. So your intention has changed. Wow, very clever wordplay on that. Wait, talking with razors on your tongue just to provoke my combat. Ooh, so razors on your tongue, a tongue lashing. So literally throwing razors with your mouth. You're insulting, you're hurling insults, you're provoking combat with your words, like them some fighting words. New weapons to snap those final strings just to watch me fall back. Ooh, so it kind of feels like a metamorphosis in a way. It's like it's getting worse. Like this depression, this toxic relationship actually seems to be even progressing further into a new stage, which is like, what kind of messed up stage is this gonna be? If we were in that stage before, what is this gonna be? Like he's saying things just to hurt him at this point, just to watch me fall back. So do you like that? Do you like that? No. Do you like that? So kind of asking, again, do you take solace in the fact that I hurt? Push down into membranes and layers, creating a slow dissection. I stumble into your tar trap, nice alliteration, and addition more to your collection. Oh, okay, so push down into membranes and layers, creating a slow dissection. So those things, those tongue lashings, whatever that, those insults, they hit him not even to the core, but to his very anatomy, what makes him up, what makes the skin up, membranes and layers, like layers of the skin, it seeps into him, creating a slow dissection, just destroying that person. Wow, this is actually super metaphorical, and I think I can understand it, which is fantastic. That's not my strong suit, you know what I'm saying? So I stumble into your tar trap. So again, you think of sticky, like hot, thick stick, like it's like quicksand, but it'll melt you too, you know what I'm saying? And addition to your collection. So I'm just another one of the Hus, you know what I'm saying? Just another one you could do this to. I'm no different than the others. I'm not special. Do you like that? Is repeated 4 times. On the first time, there's a background. Do you like that? No. Fall into your eyes like a grave. Bury me into the sound of your name. Fall into your eyes like a grave. Bury me to the sound of your name. And then there's, the two-sided chant and whatever going on. Then in parentheses, so I'm assuming this is the chant part. All that is inside, all your anger, all your disgust, all your resentment, all your differences, all your pain, all your pain. So fall into your eyes like a grave, bury me into the sound of your name. Again, it kind of just sounds like it's just some more obsessive stuff. Just like I want to be part of you. Like I want to be in your eyes like a grave, and then bury me into the sound of your name. Like he wants to become one again. You can't think of your name without thinking of my name. You can't look in your eyes without seeing my eyes, sort of thing. And then the two subsequent background chants to go with that. All that is inside, all your anger, all your disgust, all your resentment. Ooh, so from that side, it kind of makes me think of like maybe that's what he sees when he looks into his eyes. Or again, maybe if he looks into his own eyes in the mirror, maybe this is a mirror conversation. I'm just saying. Okay, so fall into your eyes like a grave, and then bury me to the sound of your name. All your differences, all your pain, all your pain. Maybe it's all being, maybe it's all visible. Potentially, like it's all outward now. Like fall into your eyes like a grave, all your differences, all your pain, bear me to the sound of your name, all your pain. Whoa, okay. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but I just saw this from like a straight up drug angle. Is Vessel a drug addict or former drug addict? Because this is, I don't know. Of course, Vessel is not a natural person. Vessel's a deity or whatever, a follower of sleep. But the, Vessel, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm thinking this is if he's kind of just like, let's just pick heroin, for example. Kind of think of this as a relationship between Heroin. He's trying to just tell Heroin, do your thing, take your pain away, kill me. Non-lore stuff here. Bigger picture that the lore is, you know, representing. Is this all a spiritual journey from like Vessel, the actual again, don't tell me, I don't care about who the real person is at this point in this journey, but the actual person that's writing the songs, the human being, this is his turmoil and his journey through drugs. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I'm not, you know, maybe I'm off. But I don't know. That something just clicked in my head that said, oh, like a eureka moment. Like that might be what this whole sleep token thing is. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe I'm just making stuff up, but we're just going to continue on. Let me know though down below in the comments. Okay, and then we just finish off with all your pain. Oh, all your pain, all your pain, all your pain. And then fall into your eyes like a grave. Bury me to the sound of your name. Fall into your eyes like a grave. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool the way they did that. They took the last two chants from the previous section there, and then they switched that with the pain part. All your differences, all your pain, all your pain. And then they took that pain part, they put that in the front, and then they, in the chant, they switched the you know, the main melody line into the chant. So now the main melody line is fall into your, or the chant, which was the main melody line, is fall into your eyes like a grave, bury me to the sound of your name, fall into your eyes like a grave. So that's really cool about the pain in your eyes. Yeah, okay, let me know if I'm onto something with that theory. I kind of just had a eureka moment. But anyways, guys, you already know I love this one. Musically fantastic. I'm gonna listen to that one in the car a bunch over and over again. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much once again for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, feel free to drop the hot thumbs up once again. Subscribe if I've earned it. And I will catch y'all all on the next one. At ease, Micro Militia.